I'm Jake Allen Graham. I'm reviewing Superman, the movie to Superman Returns. I'm reviewing all of the original 4 Superman movies from the Christopher Reeve era and the Superman 4. I'm reviewing the Superman 4 and Superman 3 and Superman 2, Superman the movie from Christopher Reeve's era, and then Superman Returns in this video. I give the first Superman movie a 10 out of 10. Or a 9 out of 10. One of those scores. For the first Superman movie, because I really enjoyed it that much, and I think it still holds up that well for me. I noticed this came out way before I was born, but I think it still holds up well in my eye. I give it a 9 or a 10 out of 10. The first Superman movie. Now, Superman 2 is a 8 out of 10 for me, and Superman 3 is a 8 out of 10, and Superman 4 is a 8 out of 10 for me. And Superman Returns are 8 out of 10 for me. That's the one with Brendan Ralph as Superman, playing Christopher Reeve soon, because Christopher Reeve, due to the passing of Christopher Reeve dying and being paralyzed for the rest of his life, and his career, no longer be able to act. That's why Brendan Ralph is playing Superman, Christopher Reeve Superman, because Christopher Reeve was paralyzed and then eventually died. So, Christopher Reeve had one really good Superman movie. Now, why was the first one so good? Well, I think my problem is, you ever heard of, insanity is the same thing, doing the same thing over and over again? Instead of experimenting with the characters? Or moving the story forward with the character or something like that. It's just, that's kind of what the Superman Christopher Reeve sequels do. It does the same thing over and over again, instead of doing something different, but with more comedic timing and slapstick humor. Compared to the first one, where the humor was the bare minimum of use in the first one. Even though Christopher Reeve was doing playing Silver Age Superman, you know, that's kind of why the world doesn't. That's why nobody dies when the world stops moving. When he's time traveling and using it with his super speed, spinning the Earth backwards. With time travel with his super speed. That's the kind of thing that Silver Age Superman does, known for, in logical things of doing the impossible. So the first one Superman movie feels like it was lightning a ball, or a love letter to the Silver Age. It took into a serious, mature level. Compared to the actual source material of Silver Age Superman. Where the source material is more comedic, because Superman's a more weirder character in the Silver Age. Than he was the one Christopher Reeve played him. besides having just random powers out of nowhere sometimes. Silver Ray Superman is also known for that. Like Christopher Reeve was known for in the sequels to Superman. Starting with Superman 2, when he pulled that chest thing out of nowhere through his chest to throw that at Zod. Or when he used his vision, his vision to repair a broken brick wall in the events of Superman 4 Quest for Peace. Or when he when he somehow or sometimes like in Superman 1 when he moved the using super speed to rewind time around the Earth to save his love of his life, Lois Lane, from getting smashed from an earthquake due to the launch of a nuclear weapon from Lex Luthor, launching 2 in several times, but soon not fast enough to stop both. So that's why he tries to rewind time to stop both. By using super speed to rewind time to save his Lois and everybody. To do the impossible for a dramatic effect. Again, this feels like a love letter for Superman, Silver Age Superman, you know, that was known for doing this stuff. Well, it's mostly played for straight, for the first installment, but the sequels have played it more for laughs, more and more as the franchise went on, as I noticed. Because Superman and I noticed the sequels, as the sequels went on, it came less of attempt to humanize Superman and make him feel relatable to a fictional character, as relatable as Batman feels to a fictional character does. And compared to the sequels, I think that's where the sequels fall downhill, with the theatrical cuts of Superman movies, was the Christopher Reeve era. However, I thought the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2 was a damn good movie, though. It kind of made me fall in love with the character again. When I saw him in my I saw that sometime on Amazon for the first time streaming when I was older. So I didn't grow up watching the Christopher Reeve cut of the Superman 2. I didn't grow up watching the Richard Donner cut. I grew up watching the first four before Superman 2006 from Brendan Routh came out. So, and that's when the Christopher Reeve Richard Donner cut of Superman 2 came out, I found out. And I didn't saw it when it came out. I only saw it in my adult years when I was older on streaming or on Amazon in 2016 or 17. One of those years. Before I started my YouTube channel. I was like 20 or 19 then, or 21. One of those years. Ages, you know? I meant to say, not years. And that's why I give the Richard Donner cut a 10 out of 10. And I give the special edition of Superman, the movie, besides the theatrical cut, a 10 out of 10 of the first Superman movie. Special edition. The special edition to the first Superman movie. That's even a little longer, but it's more action. I give that a 10 out of 10 because it's a lot of fun. And I give the first Superman movie a 10 out of 10, the theatrical cut. And Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, a 10 out of 10 for telling a very much more different story, which is more similar to, which is more like how it feels like more of a continuation of the first Superman movie. I bet a more appropriate continuation of the first Superman movie with Superman 1 for the Richard Donner cut is why I give that 10 out of 10. And I give Superman Returns a 10 out of 10. I mean, an 8 out of 10. Sorry, I got confused because I was thinking of the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2. My bad. In my head. Superman 3 is an 8 out of 10. I mean, Superman Returns is an 8 out of 10 because Brendan Routh plays Richard Donner's Superman, also known as Christopher Reeve's Superman. He plays the Superman from the Christopher Reeves era, instead of playing his own Superman. And it's not his fault. That's what the script wants him to do, and that's what the story is called for. He does a good job, but I give points. Can't give that much points for not doing original thing with the character and just doing the same thing, playing a continuation of Christopher Reeve's Superman. You know. I'm sorry, but you can't replace Christopher Reeve. There's no reason. He's the only one that should play his version of Superman. Just like Henry Cavill should play his version of Superman, and Tom Welling should play only his version of Superman, and because Tim Daly should have played his Superman in the Justice League animated series instead of getting recast with somebody else, and that still pisses me off. That they didn't get Tim Daly they recast him for the Justice League Unlimited series and Justice League Animated series, which I know that one's a continuation of Justice League Animated series, and that's Justice League Unlimited. It's a continuation of Justice League Animated series from 2001 aired in the first season. That's the one Kevin Conroy reprised his role as his Batman, but they couldn't get Tim Daly back, and they replaced him with a different voice actor, and they kind of fucked up Superman in Season 1, only to course correct him in Season 2 with still a different voice actor, but they couldn't get Tim, but the at least course correct the writing for Superman didn't make him like a chump when it comes to fighting in combat and easily to get overpowered by a fucking bullet. Normal bullets, not kryptonite bullets, but those will knock him out. Well, just take a hit out of it. It'll hit him. It'll get winded really bad when he gets like that's when he got winded really bad in Season 1 and knocked out down to the count a lot in Season 2001 of Justice League. And not only they couldn't get Tim Daly back, they couldn't get Superman right. They ruined him in Season 1, practically. Sure, he was likable, but it was only because he was voiced by one that sounds someone similar to Tim Daly. The voice actor sounds similar enough to Tim Daly, to the normal ear, I guess, but I kind of noticed it wasn't Tim Daly. Just by listening to the voice actor. I mean, I know there was. I knew that watching the show, going into the show, I knew it was going to be a continuation of Superman and the Superman show and the Batman show. I kind of knew going into that, but while watching the show, before I started watching it and binge watching it on Netflix, the series, so. Of Unlimited and the original show, Justice League. I went on a journey there. I'm sorry, where was I? Oh yeah, I was supposed to talk about Superman in the Christopher Reeve sequels versus Superman Returns. And that's why I give those movies an 8 out of 10. And Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, and Superman the movie, and the special and theatrical cut get a 10 out of 10, with Christopher Reeve's era. The sequels and Brendan Routh's version get an 8 out of 10. Because it just makes me raise so many questions on why did this movie got made. With the other Superman movies that are not the Richard Donner cut and nor the original Superman movie from the 70s with Christopher Reeve. And that's why I give those movies 2 Superman movies a 10 out of 10. The Richard Donner cut of Superman 2 and Superman the original movie called Superman. Then changed to Superman the movie. I went to view it, I guess, sometime though. And so that's my review on the Superman movies. With Christopher Reeve and Brendan Routh. Superman. That's my review. I hope you enjoyed this video. My audience, I'm Jake Allen Graham, and good night. Goodbye, my audience. Subscribe. Hit the thumbs up to like this content. Hit the comment below to tell me what you thought of these Superman movies. Besides what you think, besides hitting the thumbs up on my video. Tell me if you've seen these Superman movies, and what you thought of them, and did you enjoy them? Or more than me, or less than me, I don't know. Tell me what you think of these Superman movies, my audience. Okay. Bye-bye. Superman. That's my review on the Superman movies with Christopher Reeve and Brendan Routh. Superman eras. Good night, goodbye.